When most people start investing, they picture their money compounding year after year, until one day they're financially free. Sounds great, right? But here's the reality. Most beginners don't end up there. Instead, they get frustrated, they lose money, and they wonder why it feels like everyone else is getting rich except them. It's usually not the stock they chose. It's the mistakes they made along the way. So common mistakes that almost every beginner falls for them. And in this video, I'll show you how to avoid these traps and actually give your money the chance to grow the way you want it to. Welcome to Martic Finance, where we explain investing concepts in a simple way. But first of all, a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. The first big mistake beginners make is trying to time the market. It feels logical. Buy low, sell high. Sounds simple, right? The problem is, nobody can consistently predict when the highs and lows are actually happening. The market moves in ways that feel random in the short term. You'll see a dip and think, okay, I'll wait for it to go lower. But just when you're waiting, the market shoots back up. Or you'll buy in because you think a rally is starting, and then it drops the next week. The truth is, timing the market is more like gambling than investing. History shows if you invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 back in 1995 and just left it alone, you'd have turned it into more than $200,000. But if you missed just the 10 best days in that entire period, you'd have almost half as much money today. Just 10 days. That's how costly market timing can be. The truth is, it's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. The longer you stay invested, the more chances you give your money to grow. The second big mistake is panic selling during volatility. And this one is really tough because it plays on our emotions. When you see your portfolio dropping every day, your brain goes straight into survival mode. It feels like the only smart move is to get out before things get worse. Think back to March 2020. The S&P 500 fell nearly 30% in just a few weeks. Headlines were screaming about a global recession, businesses were shutting down, and uncertainty was everywhere. For a lot of beginners, the fear was overwhelming. They sold everything, convinced they were protecting their savings. And in that moment, it really did feel like the safe decision. But here's what actually happened. Within months, the market had fully recovered. Not only that, if you held on, your portfolio doubled in value over the next 18 months. That's the real danger of panic selling. A drop on paper only becomes a real loss the moment you sell. Ups and downs are a normal part of investing. They're not a reason to run. They're just the cost of long-term growth. One of the most important rules before you start investing is to have an emergency fund. That way, you'll never be forced to sell your investments at the wrong time just to cover unexpected expenses. And when the market gets rough, remind yourself, it has bounced back from wars, recessions, even a global pandemic. Every single time, it has recovered. In the end, it's patience that pays off. The third big mistake is chasing hot stocks or fads. This usually happens when you hear about a stock that's already exploding and everyone online seems to be making money from it. Think of Dogecoin, GameStop, or AMC. Sure, a handful of early investors made a fortune, but most people who jumped in late ended up losing big once the hype died down. And this isn't new. Back in the late 90s, during the dot-com bubble, companies would add .com to their name and instantly see their stock price shoot up above 70% on average, even if they didn't have a real business model. Within a couple of years, almost all of those companies crashed to nothing, wiping out billions of dollars in wealth. By the time everyone is talking about a stock, it's usually already too late. Instead of chasing hype, focus on building a solid, diversified portfolio that grows steadily over time. The fourth big mistake is not diversifying your investments. That means putting all your money in one stock, one sector, or one type of investment. And the risk? You could lose it all if that single investment fails. A famous example is Enron in 2001. Many employees had invested their entire life savings in Enron stock. When the company collapsed, they didn't just lose a part of their portfolio. They lost almost everything they had worked for. The good news is, this is easy to avoid. The simple solution is to spread your investments across different assets. Index funds or ETFs are great for this, because they automatically give you exposure to many companies at once. That way, if one stock or sector struggles, it won't wipe out your entire portfolio. Here are some of my most famous videos about index funds and ETFs. I will leave the link on the description. The fifth big mistake beginners make is ignoring fees and costs. It might not seem like much at first, but over time, they can eat away at your returns in a huge way. Here's an example. Imagine you invest $100,000 in a fund that charges a 2% annual fee. Compare that to a fund that charges only 0.05% per year. Over 30 years, the difference isn't small. It could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just by picking the lower cost option, you keep far more of your money working for you. This is exactly why John Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, pushed so hard for low-cost index funds. He saw how fees slowly eat the returns of average investors, making it much harder for them to reach their financial goals. The sixth big mistake is investing without a clear goal or plan. When you do this, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. For example, imagine a beginner who puts money into Tesla, Apple, some crypto, and a bit of gold, all at once. Every day they watch the markets move differently, and they start panicking. One day Tesla drops, the next crypto surges, and they don't know what to do. Without a goal, they have no way to measure success or stay calm during the ups and downs. Now contrast that with someone who has a clear goal, like retiring in 30 years. They stick to a simple plan, maybe an 80-20 split between index funds and bonds, and adjust gradually as needed. They don't stress about short-term swings, because they know they're investing for the long term, not the next headline. The seventh big mistake is expecting to get rich quickly. Many beginners jump into investing, thinking it's a fast track to wealth. But that mindset is exactly what leads to frustration, panic selling, and losses. Investing is a long-term game, and the market rewards patience, not impatience. Warren Buffett summed it up perfectly when he said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." In other words, the people who try to make a quick buck often lose to those who stay the course. Here's a real example. If you had invested $1,000 in Amazon back in 2000, the first couple of years would have been rough. By 2002, your investment would have lost about 90% of its value. Imagine how tempting it would have been to sell at that point. But those who stayed invested and ignored the short-term losses were rewarded. Today, that same $1,000 would be worth over $60,000 more than 2 decades later. Patience isn't just a virtue in investing, it's the key to building real wealth. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing and liking this video to continue growing this community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.